Can the notch rocket finally go nines? Find out on this episode of BeamNG Roadkill. Projects. Not the main episode. Yet. Okay, so the last time you saw the notch, it was the Christmas live stream. And I think it did poorly. And poorly because the engine that was in this thing just absolutely sucked. Honestly, when I put out the voting for a car that's going to go on another drag week road trip with me, I really didn't want to put the notch, but everyone voted for it. I didn't want to drive this thing. I do not want to work in this thing because this car has just always failed. Until yesterday. Well, it still failed, but yesterday we finally moved in the right direction with the car. It finally launched hard. It did a wheelie. And I think this thing's power, or just issue, has been power. It doesn't have enough power to launch with the transmission that is in it. Which is understandable. I mean, it was a 353 V8. It's not very powerful, but it had a big blower on it. It had a 300 shot of nitrous in it, and, well, that killed it. Sean hates nitrous, and he tells me not to use it. I still use it, but it did the fastest 60 foot that it ever did, and I think it did the fastest 8th mile it ever did, but right before the 8th, it blew up. So, yeah, I achieved what I wanted to yesterday, which was make sure that this thing was going to survive potentially four drag strips across the country and trying to go 9 seconds. That's the goal with this car. The other car that I'm going to be bringing is going to be an 8-second car. I'm at least going to try to go 8s with it as the maximum and kind of do the average of the times. With the notch, we're going to try to go 9s. I think the fastest I got this thing to go now was a 989, I think. So we're in that range. If we can go 950s today, we have something to work with over that road trip. But I have to get this car done now because everything is getting shipped out to Florida, and then we're going to be driving back here. So instead of starting here and driving all the way to Bradenton, we're going to go from Bradenton all the way to here. So, yeah. And there might be a few other things, and it might only be 3 tracks like usual. I may add a 4th. I'm not sure yet. Oh, could technically do 5. We could go to the... What drag strip I know of? I don't know. We'll see. I gotta figure it out. Yeah. So the goal is power. Big blower, big engine, big everything. I'm not skimping out on this engine. If it goes faster than it should, then I know I need to slow the car down. Which, in drag racing, that is actually immensely harder than trying to go faster, because you just can't throw parts at it. You have to take parts off of it. But I think just to be safe, we're going to use the same blower that was on the car before, but we're going to fully build the bottom end of the engine. It's getting everything. I think originally this car was a 5-speed. If it's an option, we might go to just a full-blown racing transmission, 6-speed. We may do that, because I'm going to keep this car a stick. I'm not going to go to an automatic with it. Plus, after this gets done, it needs to go get a cage, because it doesn't have a cage still. So, yeah, that'll be happening soon. Unless this car had a cage before, because I see the door panels are missing, and everything is ready for a cage. That might have just been me trying to squeeze whatever ET I could out of it. And unfortunately, we can't use the hood. Okay. So we could go with the full size engine. So basically a modern like gravel V8. I kind of want to stick old school with it. Pretty sure it's a Bullite engine if I remember correctly. Yeah, these two are Bullite engines, which I can't do anything with these. Turbos? Turbos? Hold on a second. I will go to turbos. I can put the hood back on. Oh. Okay. Alright, we are somewhere. How much boost? Alright, that's a lot of boost. So race exhaust side pipes. No. Shit. This might actually be the option. Oh, it don't fit. Oh, it don't fit with the bumper. I don't want to take the bumper off. Okay, well. Do we go with all pride and joy? Or can I put a massive supercharger in the modern V8? I don't know what's going on there, but cool. Or is this just... That's the tiny blower. Okay. Yeah, not doing this. Okay. So, we're building this thing. Adjustable race ECU. We're putting stage 4 long block in this thing. I'm going to put heavy duty engine mounts. I'm not going to go crazy. It doesn't want heavy duty engine mounts. Okay. Oh no, we're not. No. I'm not driving this thing across the country with that. Yeah, so it had a stage 3 blower on it originally. It did not have the built block. We're gonna keep the nitrous on it. Ultralight flywheel. And a race 6-speed. A large part of me also wanted to do a Godzilla engine in this, because I think you can. And the Godzilla in the white SUV that we saw a couple episodes ago on Projects was really good. I mean, it made power with a tiny blower. I don't think we're going to worry about that here. Oh good, we got some transmission whine. I wanted that. Makes good power. Is that enough on the drag strip? I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember this thing making 17 pounds of boost when at 4 grand, but yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's better. Maybe it's not. Maybe I've made the car worse. Honestly, I really hope I don't, because I will quickly build Project Turbo 6 to get shipped out and race that instead, because that's going to be way more fun of a build on the road. But this is what you voted for, so this is what you get. Okay. Honestly, time to go to the strip and see if we can go 950. That's all I want. If we go 950, one and done, it's going right back here, and that's it. It's going out for a cage. All right. We're going to make a test pass, see how it launches, and then we're going to go start knocking some times down. Probably only going to go to the 8th. We're not going to run any nitrous yet. So, probably going to be a fairly uneventful first pass. But 4 grand in the 2-step. Kind of hoping it runs good. Because if power was the option, or the problem, we should have fixed it. Alright. That was not the launch. Step it up 5 grand. Oh, it's so close. Let's do 55. If not, I'm just going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Dump the clutch. Yeah, it doesn't like that at all. Alright then. Well, I'm going to have to dump the clutch, but honestly, next run, we're going to get an 1/8 mile, see how hard it's 60 footing. Maybe run it fully out. Alright. Time to do this the old-fashioned way. Pretty sure what I was doing the other day was... better. Got a 157 60 foot. But we're still running the same 10-1. Trying to think what I could do here. Guess maybe put that 100 shot back in it and have it ramp in at like 4,500 in first gear. Because that nitrous little boost might help it off the bat, or it's just gonna need the big blower. I'm probably more on the side of it needs the big blower. All right. Well, let's try the nitrous. Then it's just gonna get a big blower. All right, let's see what happens. Nitrous. Huh? We just went a 933 from that? I'm blown away. It didn't 60 foot like I wanted it to, but it hauls out the back. All right, well, we got ourselves a race car. That's it. I said one and done. It's one and done. Well, not technically one and done, but I got a number better than I wanted. The goal's 9s, the whole trip. So a 933 is a workable number. Probably the game plan will be is to bring the blower, because the headquarters in Texas will probably be the kind of in-between point where I'm probably going to try to work on these things if I want to make them faster. Because when we get back here, I just got to tow them home. I'm blowing these fuckers up if I'm going to go fast. So we'll get the time that we need, and I'm going to see how fast they can go. So, yeah, 150 shot. Took it to a 9.3. I'm impressed. 60 foot is garbage, in my opinion. I want to get that down to like a 1.2, and I'll probably be going 8s. Well, there's no need to push our luck and blow the car up. It would be cool to go a 9, but I need to give myself some work to do on the road. So, there you go. Notch Rocket runs 9s. Just because of nitrous. Maybe this car should be a nitrous car. Maybe it shouldn't have a blower or turbos. Maybe it should just be a full-on nitrous bomb car. Maybe. Maybe one day. Who knows? Okay. Well, hopefully you enjoyed. And yeah, next time you see this thing, we'll be down in Florida. We'll be driving across the country with another car that is bought sight unseen. Only tested it once to make sure that it goes point A to point B, and that's it. I didn't build the car, didn't build the motor. See where that goes. Probably gonna blow it up. So I think those turbos are at max on that car. All right. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.